building. Y'all already know what's going on, man. If you just jumping on my channel, go on hit that like, subscribe button, show the channel a little love, help the channel algorithm go up, man. We finna talk about the 5 key signs of selfish behavior. 5 key signs that someone may be selfish. And this is all opinionated. This is my personal opinion. If you don't like it, this may not be the video for you. I ain't trying to talk down on nobody. I'm just trying to give y'all key indicators of what type of people you're dealing with on an everyday basis. If you're dealing with these type of people, in fact, y'all already know I'm gonna keep me a little issue to fire up. That's just me. Some people don't smoke. Some people don't like smoking. To each his own. But we finna get into these 5 key signs of selfish behavior. Y'all tap in with me. If you're just getting in the building, don't tap in. Hit that like, subscribe to the channel button, man. The channel algorithm been drastically going up, and I appreciate it. Appreciate everybody that's been supporting the channel, helping me go up, giving me ideas. I know a lot of y'all prefer me to talk about the smoke, prefer me to talk about the vapes. Right now, we've been in slow motion with them vapes, so y'all just stay tuned. A week or two, we're gonna be back on it. But right now, 5 key signs of selfish behavior. Five key signs of selfish behavior. All right, we finna go on and get started. Even though ain't nobody in here, we finna go on and get this thing started. Let's roll. Selfishness is fundamentally characterized by an exclusive focus on one's own needs, desires, and welfare without regard of others. While everyone acts in their own selfish interests, occasionally, consistent exhibition of these traits can signal deeply ingrained selfishness. Yeah, so everyone act out in accord with their own interests and needs. So everyone have a little selfishness in them in order to prevail in life. You know, you got to think about yourself before you can think about anybody else. I see somebody just came in the building. If you don't mind, get a video a like and go on subscribe to the channel. Once again, we're talking about the 5 key signs of selfish behavior. I'm going to give you my 5 key signs of someone that's selfish. You know what I'm saying? In this world we living in today, a lot of people all about themselves. They ain't out here trying to help their family. They ain't out here trying to help their kids. Some people ain't even trying to help they self, really, you know. Some people really ain't even trying to help themselves, so I wouldn't even call them selfish. They worthless. That's what I would call that person. What's going on, man? If you're just getting in the building, go on like the channel. Go on subscribe to the channel. Go on like the video. Really appreciate it. Like I said, we're talking about the 5 key signs of selfish behavior. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, in this generation we living in this world we living in, it's a lot of selfish people in the world. You know what I'm saying? Most people are all in this thing for themselves. Now, they'll play like they for you. They'll play like they got your best interest at heart. But a lot of times they don't, man. So let's go and tap in with this first sign. Zero-sum mentality in relationships. We're finna get into what the zero-sum mentality in relationships mean. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with being for you, but you also got to be for others too. You also got to be in it to help others too. Because there's going to be a time where you can't do it all alone, and you're going to need somebody. Then when they're not there to help you, what's going to be the issue? All right, let's get into this first sign though. Zero-sum mentality in relationship. If a selfish person often views resources, attention, and accomplishments as a limited pie, where if someone else wins, they must lose. Okay, let's touch on that a little more. The struggle to offer genuine praise or celebrate the success of friends or colleagues. Instead, they might minimize the other person's achievement or immediately pivot the conversation back to their own accomplishments or struggles. They are often competitive, even in casual, non-competitive settings. So a selfish person often competing with you without you even knowing. You know, without it even being a competition coming from your end, they competing with you. A lot of people don't realize it, you know what I'm saying? Secret competition. I know a lot of y'all have heard about that secret competition. There's a lot of people secretly competing with you. A lot of people secretly competing with you. And a lot of times, those people secretly competing with you and they losing still. That's what's crazy about the situation. Someone could be secretly competing with you and they still losing in life. Whether they losing physically or they just losing their fucking mind, competing with a boss or a queen, whatever it may be that you are. Ain't that crazy? Person competing with you and they honestly losing in life. They ain't really got nothing going on, like nothing at all going on in their life, but they competing with you. That's what type of world we live in. In they mind, they winning. But in all actuality, they losing, man. They losing their mind and they losing their focus. Finna jump to number 2. Number 1 was the zero-sum mentality in relationships. Let's get into number 2. Let me see what we got here. Inability to compromise or share control. A selfish person insists that their way is the only right way, particularly when planning shared activities, making decisions, or dividing tasks. They prioritize their own comfort and schedule above everyone else's. So a selfish person think they way is the only way. They think they way is the only right way. That's what a selfish person really thinks. And that's crazy. There's no possible way I could sit here and think the way I do things is the only right way. There's just no possible way. No possible way. But that's what selfish people do. They think they way the only fucking way to get shit done, the only right way. And a lot of times they way ain't even right at all. Real shit. Real motherfucking shit. I'ma say this, I see you in the comments, homie. But I don't see you at the same time. I see you in the comments, but I don't see you at the same motherfucking time. Y'all gotta excuse me, we smoking on some Joker's candy this morning. Good shit. I see we got a lot of immigrants in the building. Shout out to y'all. I fuck with overseas. I fuck with other countries. I ain't no hater. I fuck with everybody. Everybody that fuck with me, I fuck with them back. Everybody that fuck with me, I fuck with them back. Even my haters. And the reason being, because the haters is the reason that niggas be progressing. I ain't gonna block no comments. I ain't gonna block no words out. I ain't gonna block nothing out. I ain't gonna block a person. The more you hate, the more I keep going up. There's even selfishness on this YouTube app. Reason being because we all can help each other go up. Everybody that's watching can subscribe, create them a channel. I subscribe to it, and we all go up. But out of selfishness, nobody wanting to see you go up. You ain't gonna subscribe. You ain't gonna like the video. You ain't gonna subscribe to my channel. You just gonna watch me from a distance without being subscribed, without liking anything I say, and hope that I don't go up. But you're gonna take notes off of what I'm doing. That's called selfishness, man. There's a lot of selfish people in this fucking world. You're so selfish that you just want to watch. You don't want to give me no credit. You don't want to give me no likes. And you don't want to subscribe to the channel. You just want to watch from a distance. That's called selfishness, man. Selfish as a motherfucker. If I get 10 people in the building, if I get 10 people in this building and only get 1 like, what'd that tell you? Some selfish motherfuckers in this world. If I get 10 people in the building watching for 30 seconds and don't get but one like, what they tell you? You already know. Okay, let's get back to number 2. Inability to compromise or share control. Okay, they insist that their way is the only right way, particularly when planning shared activities, making decisions, or dividing tasks. They prioritize their own comfort and schedule above everyone else's. So they ain't worried about nobody else's schedule. They just worry about their own schedule. That's what they prioritize. Yeah, that's selfishness. That's called selfishness. Alright. And to go on a little further. In a group setting, they reject suggestions out of hand, refuse to try a restaurant or activity unless it was their idea, or constantly manipulate situations to benefit their preferred outcome. When they do compromise, it often feels grudging or temporary. So they compromise where it benefits them. A selfish person only compromises where it benefits them. Remember that. That's number 2. Persistent lack of empathy or perspective taking. A selfish individual focuses overwhelmingly on how events impact them, failing to recognize or genuinely validate the feelings or circumstances of others. They are emotionally tone deaf when situations directly involve their needs. And the evidence of that is when a friend is going through a crisis, the selfish person might interrupt to complain about their own minor inconvenience. They frequently use phrases like, "but what about me?" or dismiss trauma with, "just get over it." That's how a selfish person responds to a situation going on you. You might be going through a crisis or be in need, and they'll overlook your need for their own. That's a selfish motherfucker. Straight up. Selfish as they come. That was number 3. Persistent lack of empathy or perspective taking. They only see things from one perspective, and that's their own perspective. A selfish person, they only see things from one perspective, their own perspective. They don't see it from nobody else's perspective. That's selfish as it could be. Let's get into number 4. Chronic obligation debt, emotional and physical. They are excellent at accepting favors, resources, and emotional support, but they are consistently unavailable or unwilling to reciprocate when others are in need. They treat others' time, generosity, and energy as infinite commodities. So they don't care about your time, your needs, your generosity. The things you do for a person that's selfish means nothing. They overlook it, push it to the back burner. And the evidence of that is they forget to pay back small debts, always need a ride but never offer to drive, or they disappear when it's time to help a friend move or listen to a serious problem. The relationship balance sheet is always heavily tilted in their favor. So a selfish person, everything always tilted in their favor. They ain't never got time for you, but they always want people to make time for them. And see, that's what we really trying to dodge, man. I know I might come a little blunt on my vlogs here and there, but I just be myself. I stay away from selfish motherfuckers that always need me, but I ain't never got any assistance. That's just simple and plain. We dodge them type of people. As long as you dodge them type of people, stay away from them type of people, you'll continue going up in a positive way. And quit telling people all your business, your real business. That was number 4. We're finna get into the last one, the last but not least, man. If y'all don't mind, give me a like, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate y'all coming in here and enjoying this right here with me. Learning a little something new. Some of it I already knew, but when you put it into a stronger perspective, come out better. You understand it better. Sometimes you got to remind yourself stuff. I know a lot of people look at my channel like, oh, this man be saying stuff that you should know with common sense, but sometimes you got to remind yourself things to make yourself stay focused. That's being real. We finna get into the fifth one, man. Y'all gonna give me a couple likes. Subscribe to the channel, man, before I get into this fifth one. This weather done really changed. Yeah, this weather done changed. Feel good after me, though. Look cool with the sun out. Look cool with the sun out. Once again, man, I want to thank everybody that tuned in to me, showed the channel a little love, man. Hope y'all have a good day. Stay focused. Stay away from snakes, haters, busters, suckers, cluckers, whatever it may be. Stay away from them if they're going to bring you down. Stay away from them if they hating on you. Stay away from them if they jealous of you. Stay away from them if they selfish. And most of all, stay away from them if they're not pimping their situation. That's what I stand for. We ain't out here pimping people, but we are pimping our situation. Turning bad situations into better situations. That's what pimping your situation means. That's what Pimp Mode Production stands for. That's the motto. Taking bad situations and making them better. Pimp Mode. That's what we're about. All right, we're finna go and get into this last one.